This is Quadrant Music 126. The Beastie Boys had an honorary fourth member, John Barry. The Beastie Boys originally started with 4 members. They were originally a 4-piece hardcore punk group. Mike D, MCA, Schellenbach, and John Barry. The band ended up becoming a 3 members, MCA, Adam Horowitz, and Michael Diamond. Destiny's Child originally had 4 members, but became a threesome. The fourth is always different. The Supremes were originally a foursome, and they were first called the Primettes. The 4th member left. The early recordings on the Supremes' first album have Betty McCloud. Martin left to start a family. Haydn was a contemporary and friend of Mozart. Haydn was called the father of the string quartet. Mozart dedicated 6 quartets to Haydn. The quartets are known as the Haydn quartets. Haydn developed the string quartet and inspired Mozart's use of the string quartet. The standard structure of a string quartet is 4 movements. Haydn is known as the father of the symphony and the father of the quartet. Haydn popularized the 4-part symphony. A string quartet has 4 string players. The first 2 violins are the duality: violin 1, violin 2, viola, and violoncello. The 4 movements of a string quartet in the classical era are: the first movement, sonata form; second movement, slow in a related key; third movement, minuet and trio in the tonic key; and fourth movement, rondo form or sonata rondo form in the tonic key. The Art of the Fugue is an incomplete fugue by Bach. Many scholars have argued that the piece was meant to be a quadruple fugue. The cruciform melody was used by Bach. Bach used the cruciform melody in relation to Christ. Bach used a famous 4-note motif called the Bach motif. The XX band performs with 2 X's on stage. The debut album of XX has an X album cover. The Coexist album cover for XX is also an X. The ICU album cover of XX is also an X.